Alright, roll 'em.
Oh, testing.
Hello, and welcome to my very first episode of the Top Loader.
Alright, get over the top there, pal.
Alright, let's get this show on the road.
Today's episode is going to be
F-zero.
This is one of my favourite games of all time. I have memories of this game going back 20 years. F-Zero is actually the very first game that I ever saw in person of the Super Nintendo. This is exactly what I was looking at. Exactly. I was watching some sort of demo station playing the title screen over and over at Big W on the big TV. Big W is a large department store in Australia that usually has decently priced games. The very first time I saw a commercial for a Super Nintendo was the classic "Now you're playing with power" commercial. You know the one. We'll have to play the clip. I don't have one. You know the one anyway, right? Now you're playing with power, superpower! I didn't get my Super Nintendo until Christmas 1993. Plus, we had to convince our parents to buy the console. Which we did! But they told us we still had to buy our own games. And I had to wait a whole year to do this whole process because we could only get it at Christmas time, which is when the whole gift-giving season happens. And when I say we, it's because I had to share it with my brother, Aaron. He was always the annoying one. And we saved up enough money to buy 3 whole games. And F-Zero was not one of them. Huh? Well, you see, a week before Christmas, my older sister came in from out of town. And one day randomly took us to Big W. F-Zero at Big W on this day was on special for $50 Australian dollars, which really stopped me in my tracks. And I wish I could own this. And my sister says to me, "Is that game real cheap?" Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yeah, it's cheap. How much is it normally? $100. I can buy it for you. Do you have the money? I'm a little short. Not in height. But with money. Here you go. Thank you so much! Thank you. Is it a good game? I've never played this game, and I've only seen it on the big TV. But it looks so cool. Even the box. Look at the box. Oh, looks excellent. Buying games based on a box was a common thing in the 90s. There was no internet, and we were lucky enough to get game magazines. Plus, we didn't want to spend too much on magazines because we were also saving up for games. We really had to resort to flicking through it at the newsagent. You know, kind of like it was a library. Because you couldn't borrow it. If you walked out of the store, they'd kind of like put you in handcuffs, you know? Got out. I knew a guy. Jeez. The first thing I noticed about opening up the box, before my mum wrapped it up for Christmas, she does things like that, was the instruction manual. Now let me tell you a story about F-Zero. We're on the same page? Mate, you're just telling the story.
I'm just turning the pages.
Formula 1 upgraded.
Where is my instruction booklet?
Something
It's rather colourful.
for the 26th century. Rich guys.
This is a cool booklet, man.
So these rich guys gamble on these dangerous races.
Out of boredom, get detailed. Going fast and violent wins races.
What a lovely story.
You guys better buckle your chin straps. What? Alright, we're getting a little bit off track here. Let's get back to my exciting Christmas story.
So when we opened up our presents on Christmas Day, we already knew what we were getting. I went like that because I already knew what I was getting. I just said that.
We didn't play F-Zero straight away that day, but when we did, we didn't realize what we were about to unleash. Power. Superpower. Because F-Zero is fast. You have to have fast thinking and fast reactions. And you may have noticed, F-Zero is very unforgiving.
You really do have to have fast thinking and fast reactions.
You've already said that.
And I'm surprised to have either one of those.
I mean, it certainly didn't happen overnight.
The trick with F-Zero is, I'll let you know. I'll let you know a little secret. The trick with F-Zero,
know your tracks. Using the practice mode is almost essential. You need to know your corners and your angles, your lefts and your rights. When to fist pump and when to stop. When to turbo, when not to turbo. You gotta know it all. Lefts, rights, ins and outs. When to avoid stuff. Newsflash, that's all the time. Because scattered across the tracks are those annoying ass bots. Oh yeah, they are like mobile mines that follow you, that tailgate you, and that explode on impact. I truly do believe they get lots of enjoyment by constantly getting up in your face.
do you know how annoying it is when something's in your face? It's annoying. Being in your face is annoying. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean?
Over time, they become less of a problem, and you do get used to them. They end up becoming more like ornaments on the track. And let's not forget the other obstacles that we have to deal with. You know the ones. Gravel, ice, magnets, electric rails, jumps. Jumps? You wouldn't think they would be obstacles, but they can be. And they cram all this crap into the most narrow lanes that you could think of.
Every track has its own theme, whether it's sand, water, city, rock, whatever. Rock on, man. They all have their own theme.
And all the colours blend so nicely to their allocated theme. The tracks themselves hold up very nice due to the futuristic Mode 7 effects. Pow! Back then, in my day, I didn't even know what Mode 7 was.
Hell, I barely know what it means now.
Basically, it rotates a layer of background, like this. It gives the illusion of 3D without being true 3D. Hey, there's a Super Castlevania 4. I guess you can call it sorta 3D, but man, those Mode 7 effects are effective.
Blew my mind, that's for sure.
And driving over these tracks is like a dream. And with 1, 2, 3, 4 perfectly balanced hovercrafts to choose from, you can't possibly go wrong. No matter what you choose. we have Blue Falcon. Having a second highest acceleration, you can always stay out near the front without getting too far left behind, and is an excellent choice for beginners. I mean, come on! Captain Falcon's on the front of the box. I mean, it can't be too bad, right? Next up is Golden Fox.
He's my champion. Especially over those jumps. He's got the best boost from the back.
He has the best boost, which means he has the best acceleration, and you can recover much easier. If you're good enough, you can stay out in front the whole race. Dr. Stewart sure does drive a fast hovercraft, and that always helps, especially around those really difficult tracks. You know the ones that really make you mad. Stupid game. Next up, we have Wild Goose. The green looking goose doesn't have the boost like the Falcon or the Fox, but it does do better at the high-end speeds. And Pyco's hovercraft is actually more durable when attacked, especially with all those obstacles. We just went through all that. Hey, I said Pyco, not Piccolo. Last but certainly not least is fan favourite, Fire Stingray. This pink looking ray actually has the slowest boost, unless of course you get somebody's help. Give me a boost, so don't expect to be out the front straight away, as the ray likes to sit at the back of the pack, waiting patiently, slowly building the best high-end speed of any vehicle in the game.
Pink Stingray has got the overall best higher speed level, and you can really glide on the track. You barely even have to push the L and R buttons.
Because of that high speed, it helps you grip to the track. And who knew that the colour pink could be so badass? And where Fire Stingray's going, you don't need no roads. Calm down. Just don't forget, you can't go wrong no matter which one you choose. Just have a look at the studs. All shined up and stuff. They're all perfectly balanced in their own little way. Especially when compared to me. Personally, I always thought I was a little unbalanced. So how do you balance out all this chaos? Well, let's see. It's divided up into leagues and difficulties. Knight, Queen and King League. My bishop takes your queen. And then you have beginner, standard and expert, with the inevitable, unlockable master level.
Yes, there is a master level in this game. As if the game wasn't hard enough, they introduced a master level. One slip up and you're through. You might as well just hit that reset button right now, because you're not going to recover. If you do, I applaud you. I truly do. If you're coming almost last and you win the race or even place, I applaud you. I truly, truly applaud you. You want a trophy? Here is your trophy. It's Donkey Kong. Alright. What is this, a review? Or a freaking zoo?
Oh, you're so funny, Todd, the top loader. So, what do we have here?
A 25-year legacy.
You bet it is. You know, when I first played this game, on Christmas Day, back in 1993, I knew that there was something special about this game. Slowly working out what I was doing, getting the grips of the handling, and for the time, the unfamiliar shoulder buttons. Yes, there was a time where shoulder buttons were unfamiliar. Playing F-Zero for the first time was quite the tragedy, to put it lightly. Thinking back, how bad I was 11 years old, and I had never played anything like it before. Ever. Learning the tracks and learning the basics of the game in general was not an easy task. But as I slowly got better, there was a moment where something just clicked for me. After hours of struggling with the game, even when playing on the easiest of difficulties, I still couldn't beat the first 2 tracks. And with all my trials and errors, and believe me, there was a lot of them, I finally started to understand and appreciate what I was playing. I then realized that I'm playing something special. Tracks like Mute City and Big Blue are iconic. They are the poster boy tracks of F-Zero, both in sound and design, and will forever be etched into many gamers' hearts, soul, and memories. But for me, the track and its music that gave me my moment is Sand Ocean. So now, for a moment, let's drift away into my Sand Ocean. The music of Sand Ocean was so good that hell, I didn't even mind dying just to play the track again, over and over. True story. The music in this game is truly something special. And in case you haven't noticed, you've been listening to it the whole time. Pretty awesome, hey? I always thought so. F-Zero certainly does have its own legacy, and I was just lucky enough to be at the right place and be in the right period of time. And I now certainly realise I accidentally bought a classic game. It's something the front and back covers can never properly convey. I mean, how can it? From the first time I saw that demo station with the looped gameplay footage, to the first time witnessing those impressive Mode 7 effects. Looking back, it certainly has left its mark in the history of console gaming. See? F-Zero certainly has created its own legacy. And look at me, I'm here, 25 years later, still talking about it. And I'm not the only one. That's for sure. And I'd put this game up there amongst the best racing games of all time. But hey, that's just my opinion. And not everybody's opinion is the same as mine. Thank God. It depends on who you ask, I guess. Believe me, just don't ask my wife. She's coming. She's coming.
What are you doing?
Nothing, baby. I'm just hanging.
With who?
With, my DVDs and toys and stuff like that.
Alright, roll 'em.
Ba, 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 ba. Or something, I don't know.
Jeez.
Come on, let's do this thing. Those little bots, they're like little mobile mines. You can't just get them out of the way. You know, they are. They're like mobile mines. They're scattered. They're on the track everywhere. One little touch, you get blown off the track, man. Into the wall. Stuck to the walls, you know? Get me out of here. Get me out of here.
Oh, you're so funny, top loader. What a nice looking box.
Don't you be looking blue as I hold you in my arms. Oh, F-Zero, oh, F-Zero. Okay, now we're getting really weird. More so.
But that's just me.
Daytona was inspired by F-Zero. And that's a Sega game. That one, left field, telling you. Years later I found that out. I had no idea at the time. I thought it was just some cool arcade game that Sega made. I mean, they made heaps of cool games. Sega are king of arcade. Sega's the king of arcade. But I'm just letting you know how I see things through my eyes. Sometimes, my eyes see differently to others. And I understand that. I accept that. That's just the way I am.
It takes focus, patience, and something. What? Something else. Come on, man, think.
None of these saving every 5 seconds stuff. No. Yeah, you got like 4 lives, mate. That's all you got to the end. You don't make it, back to the start, pal. Back to the start.
Yoshi.
Where? Show me Yoshi. Ha! What is that? Hey?
A Yoshi. A big Yoshi.
Where's little Yoshi? Oh, he gives me my little lips! I get kissed by boys! Where's little Yoshi? Oh.
All these stories are for you, kiddo.